guys, Off Grid with Michigan Prepared here. I don't really have an off-grid video for you today. I want to apologize that I haven't made a video in a couple days. We didn't go out to the property last week and we just had too much to get done here around the house, but we are making preparations. My backyard is just it's loaded with crap for going up north and to the property and getting things ready. But one thing I wanted to ask you guys is how many of y'all are still a little confused on how to set up like a little solar system, you know, with just a couple batteries and a couple panels and, you know, maybe a power inverter enough to run the refrigerator in a camper, or I don't know, the furnace, or maybe charge you know, battery operated power tools such as sawzalls or drills, or because I joined another Facebook group, forget the name of it right offhand, but you know, there's a lot of people that are new to prepping that are confused on, you know, the whole solar thing, which I agree. You know, it took me probably a year of studying it to be able to figure it out, and then, you know, just building my system up slowly to be able to really understand it and get the grasp and figure out what I needed to do. So if you guys want, next time I go out to the property, which should be this weekend, by the way, today's Wednesday, I should be going out there Saturday. The first well pump that we hooked up didn't work. We got to hook up another well pump real quick, but if you guys want, I can go over in small detail, well, not necessarily small detail, but I can go over the system in the best detail that I can to try to explain how to set something like that up. Again, I have 6 panels now, which is 600 watts of solar. I have 4 6-volt batteries, and out of those 4 batteries, I made 2 12-volt banks. And I should have about 430, 500 amp hours worth of power, which if you 12 times 500, that should tell you how many watt hours I have. But another thing I plan to do, guys, is the structure right behind me. You guys see it? This wood structure here. These stairs come off, the slide will come off, but I plan to use this. I plan to take that out to the property and build something off of that to basically house my solar panels, get them up off the ground, get them on the proper angle, hopefully clear some of the trees out there so my panels get sun earlier. But yeah, this structure's fairly big, guys. To this point here, it's 7 foot. I don't know how tall the railing is. I think it's like 10 foot total. But so it's 7 foot wide by 7 foot by 7 foot to this point, and then another 3 foot. I'm trying to figure out how to get it out to the woods. When I get it out to the woods, I'm going to hook the slide back up and the stairs and whatever else and get it ready for my kids. But you know, so they can still use it. But I'm also going to build, like I said, something off the side of it for to house my solar panels. And if I can get really creative with it, let me zoom in here. If I can get really creative with it, whoops, sorry, I'd like to build another structure like up here, so probably another 6 or 7 foot, and have that as like a deer blind. So that'd be pretty tall. It's just getting it out to the woods right now, to the property, that I'm actually struggling with. If if anybody watching that's local, I know I got a few local subscribers. If anybody's local and has any ideas on how to get that out there, or if you can manage to do it for me, I can pay you. That would be helpful. I really don't want a whole lot of people knowing where my property is, but if you're one of the ones that are local and I talk to you regularly, you know, I may trust you. But yeah, I got to get that structure. I don't know how much it weighs. I got to get it out to probably, I don't know how, about 30 miles north of where I'm at. And I'm in Muskegon, Michigan. So yeah, if somebody can do that, hit me up. Send me a private message, email, something. Let me know if you guys can do that, because all I have is the Ford there. But the Ford's aluminum, and I don't know what that thing weighs, so I'm kind of sketched out on having it ride on the bed rails of my truck, I guess. It should ride fine, but I really don't want to damage my truck. I just got it back after being in the shop for damn near a year, so yeah, I need to get that out there, guys. If somebody local can do it for me, I'm offering $100 to come pick it up and take it out there. I can follow you out there, do it on a weekend, Saturday or Sunday. I'm available both days, except for the weekend of the 21st. Other than that, I'm available. I'm just struggling trying to figure it out. But if y'all are brilliant and can help me out, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, guys, so if you're confused on solar, let me know if that's a video that you guys want me to do. I'm thinking about doing one anyway, just because there's several people in the new group that I just joined that they're really confused on the whole solar setup. And now that I know it, it's not so confusing, but initially it is really confusing. You got to know a lot, like how to properly hook up the batteries, what gauge wire you need, and how many panels you're going to need, what kind of batteries, the solar charge controller. As you go up in wattage on panels, you're going to need a different amperage solar charge controller, because a lower amperage solar charge controller will not handle high amperage going into the system, and you got to constantly upgrade. It's a big pain in the ass, but if you guys don't understand it and you guys would like to know more, just let me know. Again, I'm probably going to do a video on it regardless, but I don't know if it'll be this weekend or not, but I'll probably definitely get video of you guys of the new pump going in and the water actually running out there, because not this coming weekend, but the following weekend is my mom's birthday, and we plan to have a big old massive birthday party out there for her. Mom's going to be 65 and she's never had a birthday party, so we plan to throw her one. Hopefully it turns out good, and I plan to spend the weekend out there. I took Friday the 20th off, so we'll be out there. And that's about all I got for you guys right now, other than keep your guys' heads on a swivel, because the United States and NATO, they're pushing Russia's buttons, and they're surrounding Russia with nuclear weapons and nuclear delivery systems and everything else. And the history of the U.S. says that they like the first strike capability. So the U.S. may strike NATO first, or Russia first. So guess we'll see. I don't think there's going to be a full-blown nuclear exchange, guys. I think it's going to be a limited, low-yield nuke exchange. And I personally believe that it's going to be like an above-ground burst, to disable the grid. And Russia already knows that the way to bring us to our knees is just take out the power grid, and we're dead in the water. So, I mean, everything we have runs off of internet or electricity, so you disable that and it cripples the United States. So to what extent they're going to do it, who knows, if they do it. But either way, Russia's always said, if we keep backing them into the corner, which we are, if we keep crossing the red lines, which we are, that they would strike. So let's see, because again, the U.S. and the history of war and everything else, they like the first strike capability. So we may act first and start a whole bunch of crap. guess we'll see. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if you can help me get that out to the woods. I would be greatly appreciated. I'll flip you $100 to help me out, and maybe show you around the property if you guys are able to help. The only thing I got to do is cut that off at the base, at the ground level, because I did cement that into the ground. I got plans to re-cement it into the ground once I get it out to the woods, but yeah, I need to get that out there. So if y'all can help, again, hit me up in the comment section below. We'll set up a time and date, preferably before winter hits, because I'd like to get my solar panels off the ground before then. I'm working on a couple ideas. I'll let you guys know if I get it out there or not. Maybe I'll film. If I can come up with a solid plan to get it out there, maybe I'll film it. But either way, guys, I love y'all. Keep your heads on a swivel. Keep prepping. Till next time, Off Grid with Michigan Prepared.